Hello everyone, welcome to PRV solution. So today we will discuss the measurement of VSWR. VSWR means voltage standing wave ratio. Actually, voltage standing wave ratio tells us the measurement of mismatch of line. Mismatch means how our waveguide or line is mismatched to the load. Its value lies in between 0 to infinite. So from this we have lowest VSWR and high VSWR. Low VSWR means the value of VSWR lies between 0 to 10, and if VSWR is greater than 10, it means we have high VSWR. So this is the procedure for calculation of low VSWR, means less than 10. Standing wave ratio is mathematically defined as maximum voltage to minimum voltage. In terms of reflection coefficient, we have 1 plus reflection divided by 1 minus reflection, where reflection rho is the reflection coefficient. So this is the pattern which present inside our rectangular waveguide, and this pattern have some minima and maxima present in the waveguide, and when we will move our probe in slotted line, we can get this minima point and maxima point from the slotted line. This is the microwave bench setup for our experiment for measurement of VSWR. Here we have microwave source, attenuator, slotted line. On slotted line we have crystal detector, which is directly connected to DC milliammeter or DC millivoltmeter. This is the load. So after bench setup in microwave lab, the measurement basically consists of simply adjusting the attenuator. Firstly, we will adjust this attenuator to give an adequate reading on the meter. We will adjust this attenuator so that we find some reading on the DC millivoltmeter. The probe on the slotted waveguide is moved to get maximum reading on the meter, that is V maximum. Then we will move our probe on the slotted line so that we will get maximum value on the DC or in the DC millivoltmeter. Now again the attenuator, this one, is now adjusted to get full scale reading, so that we will get full value of voltage in this device. This is known as full scale reading, which we have to note down. Next, so in this way we can get this value. V max is calculated here. Next, the probe on the slotted line is adjusted. So when we will move probe from this V maximum point to here, or left side in or right side, to get minimum reading on the meter. Now a probe will be in a position which will give us minimum reading on the DC voltmeter. This is the V minimum value. So the ratio of first reading to second reading, that is V maximum divided by V minimum, gives us the VSWR of the device under test. Another thing we can do is also, meter can also be calibrated in terms of VSWR. So this meter can also be calibrated in terms of VSWR. Here full scale deflection means VSWR is 1. Full scale deflection is, suppose our DC millivoltmeter has full scale deflection of 10 millivolt, then this corresponding to VSWR 1. So if we have a reading here 5 millivolt, then it means the standing wave ratio of the device is 2. If we have reading of 3.3 millivolt, then we have standing wave ratio of 3. So in this way we can calculate the VSWR value, that is low VSWR value. Next we will see that how we can calculate high VSWR value using a formula. Now we will see how to measure high VSWR, means a value greater than 10. This method is also known as double minima method and it is shown in the figure. This is the wavelength in centimeters, this is the minimum value, these are the 2 points where we will get twice the minimum power. Means suppose here power is 3 dB, then here we will have twice minimum power point, means here we will get 6 dB at this point and also at this point. So we will study its theory now. Probe is inserted to a depth where minimum can be read without any difficulty. So crystal detector probe, we will move on the slotted line and we will get this minimum reading. Then the probe is moved to a point where a power is twice the minimum. Then we will move our probe on the slotted line in the right side and in left side from this point, and we will get, suppose we are moving it on right side, then we will get a point D1 where power is twice the minimum power. Then in next step what we will do, the probe is moved to a point on the other side, means left side we will move the probe and we will get another twice minimum point D2. This is the D2 point. Now minimum power is directly proportional to V square minimum, because power is proportional to square of the voltage. So twice the P minimum is also proportional to Vx square, where Vx is the voltage which we want to determine, or Vx square is the power. So dividing this we will get this relation, Vx is equal to under twice of V minimum. So at this point voltage is under twice of V minimum. In terms of voltage, this is the point where we will get under twice of V minimum voltage, D1 and D2. But in terms of power we are getting here double power, twice the minimum power. So for TE10 mode we know that cutoff wavelength is twice a free space wavelength is C by F. So we can find lambda g, lambda naught upon 1 minus lambda naught by lambda c ka square. What is lambda g? How we can find out lambda g? Lambda g can be also find out when we will connect short at the output of the vernier calipers. When you will connect some short, then lambda g can be calculated, this lambda g, and this is the D2 minus D1 is this point when we will get, where we will get twice the minimum power. So from these two calculation, VSWR can be calculated by using this formula. VSWR is equal to lambda g upon pi D2 minus D1, but you have to note down that lambda g can be calculated from short when short is connected at the output, but D2 minus D1 can be calculated for the device whose VSWR you want to be measured, that is connected at the output. Thanks for watching.